Hi angels, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be making a beaded bralette. So this chain top I got from Amazon. It looks cute, nice and simple. Next. So everything else is going to be from Amazon, Michael, Joann's, and I think that's about it. If I miss anything, then I'll let you guys know. I don't think I'm going to be able to find all of the beads that I'm going to be using in this video to be able to link it down below in the description box, but I will try my best. But I have a mixture of beads and everything that's in here, and trust me, there's a lot. This top did not turn out the way how I wanted it to turn out, so I'm definitely going to have to remake this right after I post this video. I was going to post it, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. On average, only 10 people are going to watch this video, so does it really matter? No. So these are all of the beads. I have been collecting these since last year because I was supposed to make the top, but I was waiting. I don't know, waiting for what. But the color of the beads are going to be, the color of the top is going to be pink, blue, purple, and a little bit of some green. So what I'm doing right now is cutting up the beads and putting it in this box. I'm going to mix up all of them together, and that's how we're going to be making the top, basically. The beaded top. This is so fun. Look at all of the colors. It's pink, white, gorgeous. I didn't have enough of everything, so unfortunately the top is basically unfinished. The other colors would not have worked with it since I decided on my primary colors and I wanted it to stick that way. I shouldn't have cut this one. I should have just let it be just the way how it was. But I did. One of many, many mistakes. Now I'm just shaking everything up, getting my little wire ready. Then I can start adding on there. What is this thing called? Let me guess. By the way, this little kit I got from Amazon. So to make sure that the beads and everything else don't fall off the wire, I'm going to bend a little top part of the wire in half and then use this crimp and then use this crimp clam to close it off, and then just, but I just stop talking. So I'm just going to fold it in half, just a little bit up top. I'm talking about the wire. Then with the crimp, I'm just going to place it over there, over on top of it, push it all the way down to the bottom where they both connect. And then with my crimp tool right here, this bad boy, you're just going to be clam, so it can close up. And then once I did that, I did it again so it could close in half. And then that's it. And I'm going to give you guys a close-up of how it looks. I definitely use way too much white space right here. It just needs to be a little untiny. But this is just how it looks. And you can start adding on there your beads and nothing is going to fall off. Nothing is going to be out of place. So I'm just going with my primary color, which is white, pink, a little bit of some blue. We got some butterfly. We got some hearts. We just got everything in here. And some purple. This was honestly, no, I was going to say this is everything, but that would be very much of a lie. And I shouldn't have cut these. I mean, I should have just cut like one, but cutting all of them was just insanity. Looking over this, I'm just like, where was my head? But I really didn't know what I was doing. And I was just trying to make sure it turned out a little bit decent as much as I wanted. I placed way too much of the small ones, so I end up redoing it. And the second time around, it turned out cuter, so win-win. This is when I was looking at it, and I was like, no, I don't like all of that. There's just way too much of the smaller beads. So I just redo it real quick. And it looks good. So oh my goodness, I can't talk. So I'm probably going to make like at least 6 of this on both sides. So I try to match them up as best as I possibly can. So with the crimp tool, again, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing to the bottom of the beads because I need to close it up so that none of the beads fall off. So I'm just repeating the same step. And this is way too much leap hole. Like, I don't need all of that space. I should have closed it out some more. But I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to finesse this. It turned out cute, but yeah. I'm just cutting off a little bit of the wire because I actually don't need all of that. Next thing, I'm going to be using a lobster clam. And obviously, I need to be able to attach this onto the top. So what I'm going to use is some... What is that thing called? So I needed some jump ring, but unfortunately I did not. But I had these keychains, the open keychain. So what I did was just remove the jump ring from the keychain and then attach everything up together. And it turned out pretty good. And this was just something that I had just laying around, so it was absolutely perfect. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of how I'm doing it. And see, voila. So easy. Then I was trying to close it, but I couldn't, so I just spat it with my teeth. And it turned out perfectly fine. Looks good, but there's just way too much space in between. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. And now I'm just going to keep on making these little chains, these beaded chains, over and over and over again. This took almost 2 days. This was a lot of work. Thank God that I didn't have to make the chain top. Imagine how long that would have taken me. Hallelujah. This is why sometimes it's better to just buy one supply from Amazon instead of just having to make it from scratch. But yeah, that's just how it's looking. This is another one that I made. I'm going to make some on camera and then some off camera because I'm basically repeating the same step over and over and over again for like 800 times. These little, we call them the end beads, these little clamps, they're so tiny. They come in 3 sizes, big, medium, and small. And I was using the medium ones, and sometimes when I'm clamping them together, it would break off so that I would have to redo it again to make sure that it's fully secured. And sometimes I could even get it on top, so I would just be losing it. There's a lot of them in this bed, I can already tell, because sometimes it just be flying off. But yeah, this is just how it looks. The close-up, this is a perfect size. There's not a lot of space in between. This one is better. This is how all of them should look. This is good as well. This is just way too much space in between. Way too much. And I didn't want to redo it. This same thing as well. Way too much space in between. This is the first one that I made. This one is a little better. I just need to add on the final touch so that I can attach it to the chain. And it looks good. It looks fine. It looks okay. Some of these, I don't really need to do anything with it. Like this one right here, I just add on the clams and cut off the extra fabric. This one, I just add on the jump ring and it turned out perfectly fine. This one, I didn't need to do anything with it as well. I can just attach it onto the chain. And this one, the same thing as well. So not every one that I made from scratch, these 3 right here, I just attach it onto the chain top. And here's an up close of the keychain that I was just pulling apart for the jump rings. I got it from Amazon. And these ones right here, this is what I did to the bottom of them. Like what I said, I really didn't need to do much. So I can start putting this top together, which only going to take 2 seconds. Just clip them on. Voila. Nice and easy. I was trying to figure out the placement of everything and how I want everything to look. But when I removed the chain from the original chain that it came with, it already had jump rings on there because that's what I used to attach a chain. So all I needed to do was just clamp them on and it turned out perfectly. Didn't need to do no extra work. I did have to add in there some of my own little jump rings onto the chain, but other than that, it's fine. the way how I'm layering it, that's not how everything is going to stay. I'm still trying to figure out how I want everything to look. This is trial and errors. Just placing it on there to see how it looks, how it's hanging, if I want it to hang that way. I'm just adding the longer piece to the bottom. This one turned out so cute. The top part is darker pink, and then the rest of it is just light pink with purple and with blue. And that's pretty much it. The only thing that I would have done differently, I would have just left the chain, the original chain that it had on there. Just leave it on there. Don't cut it off. Don't remove it. Because now it looks very empty and it's going to keep on looking empty. The chain would have given it some type of... It would have made it look way fuller instead of it just looking like if there was just way too much space in between. And I kept on having to make chains until I completely ran out of the main colors that I was using. So I would definitely just left everything on there and then just start adding on there the beads that I made. And I think it would have turned out perfectly. It would have turned out super, super good. Now I'm just doing the other side as well. And this is just how it's looking. I'm giving you guys a close-up. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I need to make more chains. I don't know why I thought this would be enough. I found these beads. I think I got these from Amazon. I could be wrong, but these are gorgeous. This is a size that I should have been using in the first place. These are bigger than the smaller ones. So I'm just trying it out. And there's a big space in between, like at both corners. So I'm going to have to make more beads. I did. But it honestly does not look like if I add not a single more beads in there. But trust me, I made some more. My fingers are absolutely killing me. But this is just how it looks. It looks so empty. So I'm going to remove all of the beads and then make it again into a different top. Because this one, not my favorite. Look at that giant space in between and there as well. Ugh. All this time and work that I put into this, and it turned out a mess. And I hate how the middle look. I just hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. The beads look good. I love the color combination and everything, but it's just not my favorites. Well, that's it for this video. Come back for when I remake this. Bye.